Adin Ross rants on Hasan Abi after Hasan made fun of Adin's political takes and couldn't pronounce Palestine correctly. Adin believes Hasan should be banned from entering America. Full recap. I don't understand how you aren't in jail. I can see you removed your dog from the streams. You are literally garbage. You hate America, but yet you live here. Speed also mispronounced Palestine. No, Speed didn't mispronounce Palestine. When Speed says free Palestine, that's not a mispronunciation at all. He's actually saying it correctly. That's so funny that he thought that was a mispronunciation. You won't call him out because he is the biggest thing in the world, in this world. I know you and your mods have Ostrom talks about on hating on America. You should move to China, and I wish they ban you from here. I don't even know if I want to watch 5 minutes of this fucking rant. What an articulate young man he is. Yeah, me and my mods, we get together off stream and we plot. Yeah. Listen, all I'm going to say is this, okay? All I'm going to say is this. There's a lot of content creators who simply treat politics for the vibes, okay? There are a lot of content creators who look at politics like it's just a team sport or vibes or for clout. And if Donald Trump is going to give you clout, you lean into it, right? And then when your fans turn around and say, why the fuck did you push for this, right? Why would you push for Trump to be president? Look how terrible everything is. He's trying to get the hate on you so people stop hating on him about the Rams players thing he did. No, it's not even about the Rams player, the Puka Nakua, greedy merchant memes that he was trying to get Puka to do. It's just in general, like, I think that like a lot of people are souring. A lot of the youth have completely checked out of the Trump train. They were first to go, understandably. They were also the first to like not really care about anything and vote for him because they thought, young men in particular, they thought maybe it'll be a change of pace in a positive and move the country in a positive direction. They believed it, right? And it was dumb. And it was partially because of people like Adin Ross, right? And they fell for it. And then they started yelling at Adin Ross. And then he had to be like, oh, I'm done with this politics stuff, gang. And the irony of it all is that like they also did it for, I mean, Adin was doing this for Israel too. And I even said, like, there's probably a little bit more, like, I'm more understanding of someone like Adin Ross being pro-Israel first and foremost, because like probably it's something, it's like learned behavior. It's something that he learned in his family, you know what I mean? Something he learned in his upbringing where he was like, oh yeah, this is important. And now he's like pulling the ripcord on both Trump and Israel. But it's so crazy to me that in the process of doing so, he's still continuing to be like, you should get deported. You hate America. You should get deported. You fucking hate America, and you hate Israel, I guess. He has to hate on Israel because he's surrounded by Nazis now. Yeah, I mean, it's not just that. I think it's also because like the culture has soured so much on Israel, especially over the last 2 years, that it's virtually impossible for these guys to continue defending Israel, even if that's their personal perspective, or even if that was their opinion in the beginning.
On to this loser. Let me see.
He was definitely pro-Israel initially. Like, he would have a hard time.
I was never pro-Israel originally, but okay.
Cap. Yeah. He wasn't pro-Trump either. He wasn't pro-Israel. He wasn't pro-Trump. I mean, there are many instances. Lamau, that's how I found out he was Jewish. Yeah, when Trump was like, "You're Jewish, right? You like Israel, don't you? Like your people?" And Aiden was like, "Yeah, on God, I fuck with Israel." If you remember, like,
You're talking about 2022. Before anybody was saying it, I was saying it. Speed didn't even know the meaning of it, Hasan. Hasan, you are such a fucking pussy, bro. I don't know how you're not in jail. I don't know why nobody's called PETA. I can see you don't have your dog anymore in this bed because you're a fucking abuser, in my opinion, allegedly.
you're a fucking abuser, in my opinion, allegedly. Also, I do think it's funny that he thinks like this is the funniest aspect of this conspiracy, like Shocktober 7, Dogtober 7, is that like even if I was using even if I was like zapping Kaya with a shock collar, like the government is gonna come and be like, I can't believe you're doing this.
You're just a horrible human. People can say what the fuck they want to say about me, but you are a piece of shit. You're literally garbage. You are. You hate America, but yet you live here. Right? It's just sad, man.
When he would have conversations with like Speed, where Speed would say like free Palestine.
Okay, so why not come at Speed for not knowing what Palestine was at the time either? He said
He did. No, that's actually, if you were smart enough to understand, I was saying Speed knew what Palestine was. True, you're a piece of shit. Yeah, it's true. I like that for a lot of people, this won't be like a wake-up call for them. They'll be like, Adin Ross is so fucking stupid. I hate Adin Ross. And then they'll turn around and Adin Ross will be like, oh, Hasan is a piece of shit. And they'll be like, true. Oh my God, I'm agreeing with Adin Ross. I can't believe he's right. I can't believe how right Adin Ross is. And it's like, yeah, that should maybe be a cause for concern, you know? They'll be like, yeah, I don't really fuck with this Hitler guy, but this Adolf Hitler guy, well, he really hated Stalin. So maybe he was right about that. Was he?
Palestine. He didn't even know either. You're just a dick sucker. You won't do it because Speed's the biggest thing in the world.
No. This is what I was talking about. Like there were many moments like this. Look,
Israel. I thought it was free Palestine. The hell?
Well, you know, Speed, I'm Jewish, so I'm from Israel.
Really?
I think you mean Speed was saying Palestine wrong. Yeah, I wasn't saying that Speed was saying Palestine wrong. Free Palestine is like Philistine is how you say it. Is actually how you say it in like he's saying it in the correct way, in the Arabic pronunciation. He's saying it in the OG way. So not only is he right, but he's even more right than you think. Adin Ross thinks saying free Palestine is saying it the wrong way. That's not the case at all.
Well, my descent is Israel. I'm Jewish.
Free Palestine, Aiden!
Speed, we're not going to go into that political debate, but relax.
Everybody keeps saying free.
And the thing is, like, I've maintained this position, and people have yelled at me for this, but like I think Aiden is too stupid to like actually have a real political opinion. I've said this many times over, right? Like I don't think he has like any sort of genuine thought behind anything. I think he's just a clout goblin. So it's not, you know, he's not doing this stuff to be like, yeah, I see a ideological commitment to fascism, and that's why I'm doing it. Like I have an ideological commitment to fascism because I think we need to build an ethno-state in Israel and build an ethno-state in America. Like that's not the case at all. He's just kind of hearing things and then repeating it like a child. But then also on top of that, he probably has certain. I mean, he has a much better way of reading the room than even the likes of Dave Portnoy. Because the reason why I was talking about this yesterday was because Adin Ross and Dave Portnoy were having this like private conversation. They were texting one another, and Adin was coming across as like morally consistent. That's what I said. Adin Ross was actually destroying Dave Portnoy in a private debate because he was saying that he's pro-Palestine and Dave is not, right? And it's true. If both of these guys are exactly the same, but one is pro-Palestine and the other is anti-Palestine, then yes, the pro-Palestine person is going to be correct, regardless of what their reasoning is.
You're a dick sucker. I got Trump on stream. You can't get nobody on stream. You suck. And you're like 10 years old.
I got Trump on stream. You can't get nobody on stream. Again, clout. Why the fuck would Trump come on my stream? He won't acknowledge you giving him props where they're due because his commitment isn't to being right about Palestine. When it comes to you, it's strictly about hating you and farming the hate. Yes. Adin holds the grudge from stake. That's it. Of course, he is. He's never going to turn around and be like, Hasan was right. You know, my bad, my mistake. Of course, all the kick streamers are always going to permanently find a way to be like, I agree with Hasan now on a lot of the stuff, but actually I still fucking hate his ass. But with someone like Adin Ross, like you can't even have a conversation with him. You can't be like, oh, I mean, what do you think about Zoran Mamdani, for example? He's not going to have any fucking consistent position on Zoran Mamdani. You know what I mean?
Me, bro. And you hate America, clown.
And Adin would try to be like, try to defend Israel a little bit. And that was even before October 7th. Adin was hyping him up in the stream, and he asked him if he was pro-Israel, and he was like, yeah, of course.
This Israel, you're Jewish. Are you a fan of Israel?
Yeah. You got me there.
So he's admitting his commitment to clout chasing has been the main agenda. Having Trump on your stream isn't the own he thinks it is. Yeah, exactly. Guys, stop mentioning all the politicians I've had on stream. That it doesn't mean anything. I'm not trying to like intellectually dismantle Adin Ross's argument here. Yes, of course I've had plenty of fucking politicians on the stream. That's not the point. For him, he's like, who's the biggest politician? Donald Trump, right? Who's the most clouded politician? Because he's not looking at this as, remember, from his perspective, this is not about like achieving policy goals. He doesn't have a fucking policy agenda in mind. He doesn't give a shit. He's looking at it as clout. Okay, that's it.
Look how this terrorist treats his animals.
If you run right now, I'll fucking kill you. Like, I'll act.
I mean, guys, this guy is not in America. He's a terrorist. Guys, why are we so...
Like, he has like clips on deck of me from 10 fucking years ago. I don't even know this clip existed on the internet. And it doesn't even fucking matter. He's just like, oh, look at him. Like, this is my dead dog, okay? This is Fish. For all the newcomers, my dog Fish, my first ever dog that I had, that I adopted, that was left in a tire store, okay? What? Yeah. Who I raised, who unfortunately passed away during COVID. It was devastating, and that was the reason why I didn't. That was the reason why I didn't adopt another dog. For many years, and he's like, "Oh, I can't believe it. He's like such a dog abuser." It's like, okay, dude. Which once again, utterly irrelevant to the main point of contention here. Like, it's like we moved on from him. We moved on from him talking about Israel and defending Israel to like,
surprised. Allegedly, in my opinion, terrorism, women beaters, bestiality, in my opinion. Not saying this guy, but that's just my cup of tea.
Actually kill you, okay? In front of everyone.
How did I know that without even knowing this clip? How did I know that? You're born to be violent. Shame on people who want to fuck with this guy.
Stated that he was pro-Israel until like recently, right?
Wow. Yes, bro. I'm educated on the topic, Hasan. I'm very educated on the topic now. I'll tell you what, Hasan. I will take a course to fully understand the history of Palestine.
Great.
If you could take a course how to treat an animal properly.
Fucking awesome. Let's do it. I love that. Especially considering that not only did I learn a lot from raising fish and didn't have like I wasn't as experienced, but I am certainly a lot more experienced now. Yeah, that sounds great. I love the notion that like not only do these guys run with the fact that I'm abusing Kaya, but they have no concept of like how to raise an animal or a dog or how to train a dog at all, not realizing that Kaya is not only one of the best taken care of dogs of all time, incredibly spoiled, but also is very good, like really, really, really fucking well trained. So yeah, great. I'll take another course on how to treat animals. Your looks are misleading because having followed you for a bit now, I can see you have the personality of a female koala. I don't know if this is a diss or not. I don't know what that means. I like that they're trying to say growth is bad, growth is negative. They won't grow you less. It's for drama, verbatim what that dumbass just did. Yeah, no, that'd be great. Adin Ross learns how to read by reading 100 Years in Palestine. Not even that. Start with Ilan Pape. Start with Ilan Pape. 10 myths. Great entry point. Easy to read. I don't know if Adin is literate, but maybe he can learn how to read by reading Ilan Pape 10 myths, and then we'll move on. You know, we'll have somebody read it to him. That'd be great. He needs Miss Rachel.
I say we do it, bro. Let's do it.
If pushed, he would go, "Oh yeah, I'm pro-Palestine, free Palestine," some shit like that.
I've kept the ever since that Trump stream, which I did say it there. You got me there. Every time it's brought up, I always show respect and love towards it, bro. Hasan, did you know that your fans, a lot of them, bro, if they went over there, I'm pretty sure they would die.
Yes, bro. Israel would kill them. Like, look, this is why it's so fucking funny when these motherfuckers will go like, you know, free Palestine, free Palestine. What do you want me to say? But also, they are vicious. They would fucking kill all your fans because all your fans are fucking gay. All your fans are gay and trans. And that's what Hamas would do. Hamas would kill them. Okay, bro. What are you, Charlie Kirk? The fuck do you mean? You can't, on the one hand, say shit like, oh, I'm for a free Palestine. But then also, on the other hand, do pro-Israel propaganda like you're doing here. Even your fucking audience is probably going to understand that. Yeah. Who would kill me or my fans if we were to go to Gaza? Would it be Hamas or would it be Israel? It would be fucking Israel. This kind of dumb fuck argumentation immediately gives the game away. Okay? You start saying stuff like that. And it's very obvious that you're maybe not actually fucking invested in the liberation of Palestinians, invested in a free Palestine, you know?
Not even joking. Like, you are a hypocrite. You're a piece of shit.
Someone in his chat say he won, not gonna lie. Yeah.
One more word I want to think of you. And allegedly, in my opinion, a dog abuser.
This was such a stupid take that like even Aiden's fan base didn't believe this. They were like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
You were entertaining this contract about coming to kick in the beginning. Don't lie. Don't do. You were. You absolutely were.
He still does this thing. I don't know
if
why.
I am lying, kill me right now. Do that. And guess what? You would have taken the crypto money from Stake. So you don't even make any fucking sense. You suck.
I like this conversation, this hypothetical, because I objectively did not. Even XQC denied that, I think. Yeah. Look, what are we talking about?
Okay.
What do you mean? Okay, like you're making a claim, but I never got paid from Kick. So obviously, like you have to add additional qualifiers to this. You know what I mean? You have to give us some examples of why you're saying this. You can't just like say something like this and then let it hang and then be like, oh well, it's my word against his. It's like, okay, but the evidence is the fact that I never went to Kick. I'm still on Twitch. I don't even take fucking money from, you know, Polymarket and other gambling companies as well. What do you mean? God smite me if I'm lying. Okay.
He saw.
He's obviously going to deny it, but he did.
Why do I hate America, by the way? Because of America's continued allegiance with Israel in the process of doing a genocide. Okay?
You're so fucking retarded, dude. Holy shit. You're so fucking stupid. No. Your head moderator said that she wishes PTSD on veterans. Okay? So.
That's not even me, for the record. So how is that even relevant to this conversation? Okay? We're not even going to get into the nuance of what Frogan said. Frogan said that if people are still celebrating all the shit that they did in the Middle East, like, you know, then she doesn't mind if they have PTSD, right? She also said that she doesn't wish PTSD on veterans who served and absolutely hated what they did and you know, got and wanted to make up for the wrongs of the past. But ultimately, how the fuck is that relevant to this conversation? I'm saying the reason why I get mad at America and the American government is because of America's unlimited support to Israel as Israel's doing a genocide. If you were anti-Israel in the way that you claim you are, you would be going, you know what? He's actually right about this. See, that's the difference, okay? If this was a legitimate point, a thing that you actually believed in, right? If you were actually free, if you were actually for a free Palestine, if you were actually anti-Israel, if you were actually critical of Israel at all, you would turn around. You would turn around and say, you know what? Hasan is actually right about this. I was wrong for fucking calling him a terrorist here. Because it's ironic because many in his fucking fan base have probably also been. There's a lot of Arabs in his fan base. There's a lot of Muslims in his fan base. They get called fucking terrorists in the same exact way. In the same exact fucking way. And probably were called terrorists the same exact fucking way their entire lives, far before October 7 even, for saying anything about America's interventions in the Middle East.
I already know you guys have off conversation talks together about how you hate America. It's not, you obviously hate America, bro. It's very, very clear. I've watched a lot of your clips.
He won. He cooked you. He up 2-1 on you. You got served. Bro, fight back with smarter words. He won. Facts.
You know you don't like America. You should have honestly moved to China.
He won, not gonna lie. You forget how to speak. He cooked you. He won. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm mogging him. Check my last message you watched. I think Adin objectively won here. He clearly stated if he's wrong, then unalive him. You are clearly not going to do that insane thing, so checkmate. Sorry about your loss. Yeah, he said, strike me down if I'm lying.
I know. I really wish they fucking just banned you here, bro.
That's it. That's why these motherfuckers were like, oh, you hate America. You hate America. Because I kept saying, I don't think America should be giving unlimited weapons to Israel.
Which I fully agree on, too. That's not the...
Okay, so then why the fuck are you calling me a terrorist, bitch? Suck my dick. That's the whole point. The whole point is you can't, months later, after calling me a fucking terrorist for saying that, you can't months later turn around and be like, actually, I agree with him, but he's still a fucking terrorist. He's still a Islamic-style terrorist. Also, guess what, dude? You can fucking openly hate on America in America. It's called the First Amendment. It's not, the First Amendment doesn't work on things that you want to be able to say. Cooked by a Turkish communist terrorist. He cooked you. Just stop.
Argument. I fully agree with you. I say, why do we worry about other countries when we can just worry about America? I'm on the same page as you.
As Israel is, yeah, then why the fuck are you calling me a terrorist who needs to get fucking banned and deported? That's the whole point, dumbass. That was the point that I was making in this video. This is the problem, okay? You can't actually have a serious conversation with people like this because, like, low key, they are a little too stupid. Like, no disrespect, but yeah, you might be a little too dumb to actually have a serious conversation with, because you're just not picking up what I'm putting down. You just don't understand the point I'm making. And you're going through the process of trying to listen and trying to understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, but you're not actually understanding it. It's just, you're not noticing the contradiction. You're not noticing the point I'm making. The point I'm making is that for 2 years, you call me a fucking terrorist for saying fuck Israel and fuck America for aligning with Israel as Israel was doing a fucking genocide. Why the fuck is America doing that? America should spend all that money on Americans as opposed to Israel's death and destruction campaign. Okay? You called me a terrorist for that. You're still calling me a fucking terrorist for that. In the process of me describing, if you actually agreed with me, you wouldn't be calling me a terrorist. You'd be saying, Hasan is actually right on this. I agree with him. My mistake for calling him a fucking terrorist. The entire reason why these motherfuckers have been calling me a terrorist is because of my anti-Israel position. Now they also want to fucking play this song and dance where they want to fucking act like they are anti-Israel too, while still in the process of fucking calling me a terrorist. Why are you a mouthpiece for Israel then? If you're anti-Israel, you can't be a fucking mouthpiece for Israel. You can't have it both ways. And the same goes for Asmongold too. Okay? The same goes for Asmongold too. It's not just Adin Ross. And Asmongold's obviously smarter than Adin Ross. But it's the same shit. Same goes for anyone that tries to be like, oh, you know what? Actually, I also am anti-Israel now. I've decided because it's the popular thing now. I'm also anti-Israel, but you're still a fucking terrorist. It doesn't make any sense. It's because, yeah, but you're Muslim, brother. I know, but these guys all have a shit ton of Muslims in their fan bases too. This man has found himself on the wrong side of basically every issue. And the one time he's on the right side of this issue, finally, he's still on this. Because you're a terrorist for a million different reasons. It's not just an anti-Israel position. Dumb motherfucker. You literally mocked 9/11. Brother, first of all, if you are not 48 years old, the idea that there is like any sort of salience on the subject matter is so funny to me, where you're like, you mocked 9/11. I said America deserved 9/11 because America interfered in the affairs of the Middle East and then ended up causing 9/11. Okay? That's what the point was. A point that many people also agree with. It's called blowback. Okay? There's academic consensus on this issue. You can't just like keep saying, oh my God, you mocked 9/11, smooth brain. Are you 48 years old? The fuck are you talking about? You mocked 9/11. Yeah, Hasan hates Hasan and his beliefs, comes to realize Hasan's beliefs to be correct, finds a new clip of Hasan, hates Hasan and his beliefs. The cycle continues. Yeah, people they hit the second tower jokes every fucking day, and this guy's trying to be a hysterical piss baby in my fucking chat. Oh my God, you mocked 9/11. What are you talking about, dude? Like, I love that the motherfuckers who say, oh, you're virtue signaling every goddamn day will sit there and unironically virtue signal on this issue. Conducting a fucking genocide.
Which
And
I
now,
agree.
All these little bitches are saying the same shit. It's funny because it's true. Actual W from Adin. Wow, Eden.
Everyone agrees with me, Hasan, because everyone knows how much of a piece of shit you are, bro. Sorry, bro. The entire comment section here, they believe me. They believe me. They don't believe you. One thing about me, my friends aren't accused of SA, abusing animals.
Wait, what? My friends are accused of SA and abusing animals. What the fuck is he saying? I feel like all of the people who want to be like, I don't actually want to disagree with Hasan. I can't really find myself disagreeing with Hasan. Also, your friend is Andrew Tate, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Jesus Christ, this is one of the highest profile sexual misconduct cases, like rape cases that is globally known, okay? You smelled the seat of a man who is an international criminal, okay? And also Donald Trump, to be fair. You gave him a fuck ton. You gave him like gifts and shit. Remember when remember when he gifted Donald Trump like a Rolex that was way above a campaign contribution limit, and I said, hey, that's illegal. You're actually going to cause issues from the FEC. And he turned around and made it seem like it was my fault. Like I'm the one who, because I realized that the gift that he gave Donald Trump was way above the legal limit for what you can give to someone running for office, okay, that he would have to return that gift, that Trump would have to return that gift. He got mad at me. First, he didn't believe me, okay? First, he didn't believe me. He said, no, that's not the case. You're fucking stupid. And there were so many of these dumb fucks who were like, oh, you're so stupid, Hasan. You fucking made that up. You made that up. That's not a real thing. And then when the FEC literally forced the Trump campaign to actually return the gift, he turned around and made it seem like I was at fault. Like I was the one who fucking notified the FEC or some shit. Dog, you did it in front of 500,000 people. Like Adin Ross gifts to Trump might have broken campaign regulations. Updated. Exactly. I'm just going to give it to Baron Trump. There's no word about Ross or what Trump will do about the Cybertruck, though. Interesting story. This is what I mean. These guys are so fucking stupid. It's like you kill someone on camera and then someone goes, hey, that's murder. That's illegal. What the fuck are you doing? And then they go, oh, dude, you snitched on me. It's like, well, you did it on camera. The fuck? You did the crime on camera. It's not my fault.
This shit, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all like from the ground up. We're gonna react to everything. Hasan, bro, you really got issues, bro.
Yeah, he said it was my fault. And not only that, but if you remember, this fucking Trump Glazer, Trump Dick Rider, Israel Dick Rider, number one streamer in Israel, Adin Ross, also turned around and was like, I'm putting a bounty on you. He said he was gonna give $1 million in cryptocurrency to anyone that could basically make up any fucking lie they could about me that was believable. Okay, he was like, I'm giving $1 million. It was fucking ridiculous. He put a fucking crypto bounty on any allegations that might come forward. He begged. He was like, I'm begging to fucking, I'm hoping to God that you have allegations. It was crazy.
I swear to God, Hasan, Abby, you have actual issues. All right, you got some real issues. So, chat, I have to just clarify. I have to take that Rolex back. There's a presidential Rolex that I gave President Trump. I have to take it back, and I'm just gonna give it to Baron Trump. All right. So, Hasan, you're right, bro. All right, I'm not giving it to President Trump.
What do you? There's not. Bro, literal brainworms, man.
I got you a gift. Well, a couple gifts.
Oh, good. That's good.
That's good.
I got you this gift because, look, I feel like you constantly get beat on, but you're so strong, and you just, like I said, you live for the people, and you're a hero. I wanna present to you this gift right here. Hope you like watches, Rolexes.
Oh, that's a beautiful watch.
Yeah.
Wait, no, you can't do that. That's illegal.
You like Rolex?
That's
They like
illegal.
Jack Nicklaus
That's
and Gary Player and
illegal.
Arnold
You can't
Palmer,
do that,
all
dumbass. Flag on the
this-
play. That literally is not legal. For those of you who are wondering why that's illegal, that's a FEC campaign contribution violation. An individual cannot give a person actively running for office more than the max cap. I believe at this point, $3,300.
You can already see the gift.
Yeah, I can. Wow.
Check out this wrap and let me know your honest thoughts. I got you a gift. Well, a couple gifts.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he was mad. He made it seem like I was the reason why. I was the reason why he was he got caught or something. He did it in front of 500,000 motherfuckers, man. That's what it is. You get jester's privilege, okay? You get jester's privilege. You can be like, "Oh, I'm a dumbass. I don't know what I'm doing." Whatever, it doesn't even matter, right? Over and over and over again, and then that's it. My point is, don't come for me. Okay? If you actually agree with me now, if you actually agree with me on saying fuck Israel, saying free Palestine, then stop calling me a fucking terrorist, dumbass. Why are you doing Israel's job? Why are you literally working alongside the ADL when you do that shit? Because that's who's calling me a terrorist first and foremost. Surprisingly, his chat was typing Hasan is right during various moments of this clip. Yeah, of course. Of course, because his chat also is obviously, for a multitude of different reasons, maybe some good, some bad, anti-Israel.
I just don't like this moral. Everyone's moral and consistent with what they believe in and shit like that. Because Hasan contradicts himself all the time.
I don't. I have been morally consistent on this and every other political issue. And not only have I been morally consistent, I have a literal fucking degree in this shit. But for so many people, unfortunately, for a lot of people, I mean, they're just fucking stupid. Like, it's not that complex. They're just kind of stupid. There's a lot of kind of stupid motherfuckers out there who just go, he really cooked on this. He really cooked on this one. It's like, why did he cook on this one? I don't know, because he hates Hasan and I kind of hate him too. Engineer a consistency. Yeah, man. Not only do I have a degree in this, but I've also been saying the same shit for a decade plus. Like, what are we talking about? That's one of the funniest parts about the people that are like, that's one of the funniest aspects of people that are like, oh, dude, you're a fucking grifter. And it's like, brother, you a couple years ago were talking about, how pro BLM you are. And now you're literally pro Trump, shitting on every fucking, collaborating with everyone that says black people are animals and shit, while simultaneously talking about how sad you are that you even like promoted Trump and that you're out of the politics game, and also calling me inconsistent. It's so fucking stupid.